We have a new problem, and it's that we're charging too much. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. Yes, as we grow, we are coming across new problems that we haven't had before. And the problem that I'm dealing with right now is that we are actually charging too much when it comes to our advertising fee. Now, I'm not saying we've charged existing clients too much. That's not the case at all. But it's a new problem because we're starting to talk to prospects, prospective clients that they have much bigger budgets. And so as you work on a advertising campaign with a much bigger budget, the percentage that you charge as a fee naturally needs to decrease. So I'm not going to like say what our actual numbers are. I'm just going to throw out numbers. Okay. So let's say that you have someone that comes to you and they have $1,000 to spend on advertising. Well, not all of that $1,000 goes towards, buying ads in Google or Facebook or wherever you're advertising. Some of that has to actually pay for people, pay for the building, right? It's our fee. It's the fee that we make as a gross profit on that advertising. Let's say that's 25%. Now that sounds like a lot, right? But it only comes out to 250 bucks. So if someone gives you $1,000 and you charge 25% of that for your fee, you keep 250 to pay for your people, your profit, your electrical bill, everything, right? It's just not a lot of money. And then 750 goes towards media buy. That's, you send that over to Facebook and Google. Let's say it's $10,000 at 25%. Now that's 2,500 bucks. Now, it's a lot more money to keep as a fee, but you actually have a lot more work to do to manage a $10,000 advertising budget than a $1,000 advertising budget. You'll probably have lots of different A/B tests, different audiences that you're going after. There is arguably a lot more work, and all of those ads have to be analyzed on an almost daily basis and swapped out with new creative, new copy, A/B tests. The work is continuous, so it's definitely justifiable. But you're starting to get into, decent money now, $2,500 to pay for your people, pay for all that stuff that I rattled off before. But let's say that someone comes to you with a $100,000 advertising budget and it's still Google and Facebook. They're just a bigger company with a bigger market share. Well, now if your fee is 25%, it's $25,000. I'd love to make $25,000 on an advertising budget like that. But the reality is that it's not that much more work to manage a $100,000 budget than a say 50,000 or maybe even a 10,000. I mean, 10,000 is a little bit lower, a lot lower actually than a 50,000, a lot less work. But I think you get the point. As the ad budget increases, the fee needs to decrease. And so we've never had that before. We've known that at some point our advertising budget is going to have to decrease for much bigger accounts. So this doesn't apply to anybody that we have right now. But like I said, we are working with prospects about bringing them on, and they have budgets that are bigger than the budgets that we have at this point. And so it's a new problem, and this is good. So one of the people that I follow a lot is Grant Cardone. And he says, you want new problems. You don't want to deal with the old problems all the time. And I love that about him. I want new problems. I want a problem where it's like, oh, we're making too much money. Thus, we're not valuable anymore. And so we have to do something about it, right? That's a good problem to have. But if you stay at your current level, you'll never have new problems. You'll just deal with the same old problems over and over and over again. I don't want to do that. I want new problems. I want big problems. So, yep, we've run into a new problem, and I'm literally working on the pricing sheet right now. I've got a version that is being looked over by sales. They've got some feedback for me. I'm excited, and yeah, we're going to put this into practice right away. So hopefully you too will have some new problems as well, where you have to adjust your pricing because the budgets that are coming to you are much bigger than you've worked with in the past. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1,000,000 Journey: How to Launch a Seven-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing $1,000,000 business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways 5 to 15 takeaways that you can apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.